All right, cheers.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name's Brad Abdi, ABDY. I'm a Detective Acting Superintendent and the current Acting Commander of Raptor Squad. So thank you for everybody coming. I'd like to announce that Raptor Squad and State Crime Command have established Strike Force Halesowen in relation to 3 events that have occurred in the last 2 days. The first was the shooting of a 44-year-old man yesterday at Greenacre, followed by a public place shooting in the early hours of this morning at St Clair, and a later house fire that occurred a little while later also this morning at Guildford. Raptor Squad believes these 3 offences are linked, and we have established that strike force to investigate those offences for that reason. Is there any further questions anyone would like to ask about those?
Yes, please. What has given you the impression that they're linked?
Yeah, we believe all offences are targeting one particular family, and that's the linkage between those 3 offences.
We've seen online, there's obviously perpetrators are posting these videos online, and it's a declaration of war. Is that how police are treating this?
We believe the offences are very seriously, and we're throwing as many resources that we can to deter the violent conflict or to deter any further acts of violence that may be occurring.
Do you fear that it is going to escalate?
As I indicated, police are currently deploying several resources across local area commands, regions, other crime squads in an effort to prevent any escalation of violence.
We understand that obviously the 44-year-old you mentioned to be Matthew, how his son, how central are his criminal links to this investigation?
That's certainly a line of inquiry that we're investigating and a central link.
What do you believe his background is?
Whose background is that?
As Utah?
In relation to?
Criminality, the reasons he's being targeted?
We believe he's associated with criminal entities, and that is the reason for the current spate of offences.
Have you had contact with him since this escalation?
No, we haven't.
Do you know where he is?
We currently believe he's offshore. The exact location is unknown to us.
What happens next?
Well, we'll conduct the investigation as we have with previous offences, and in addition, running parallel to that investigation, we're also deploying numerous resources, operational support group, hire patrol, investigators to the regions, to the packs, to ensure that the safety of the public is guaranteed, and again, to prevent any retaliatory offences.
Are you able to give a sense of what those resources include? How many officers, where they might be?
We currently have 100 investigators who are deployed investigating the 3 offences that are linked, and over the next coming days and weeks we'll be having uniformed police in the form of specially trained operational support group police from Northwest Region, Southwest Region, the various packs, various other squads, and hire patrol deployed to areas within those suburbs.
I was just going to ask on the Coconut Cartel. What sort of information can you tell us about them, and what information, I guess, does the public need to know? You know, they've obviously been pretty active over the last few months. They claim to be behind a number of shootings, you know, possible kidnappings, etc. They seem pretty active. Their crimes are public. What do people need to know tonight about them?
We believe the Coconut Cartel, a name they've given themselves, is a violent criminal organisation that are involved in crime for hire, essentially, and they're committing offences across Sydney.
Are you surprised that the retaliation is on?
Well, criminals throughout history have been known to retaliate against other rival gangs. It's not a new occurrence that this occurs.
What do you think of them?
The criminals who are doing it, it's this escalation into which appears to be targeting innocent members of particular families. It's ridiculously disgusting offences that they're committing. These people are ordinarily innocent people that are now being targeted by violent criminal syndicates, and they have no association with their criminality of the people in their particular families or their particular associates.
Fire bombings, public place shootings, it's not anything new for Sydney. Is the MO of the offenders so blatantly recording and distributing these attacks something that is becoming more common though?
I think we've all seen that there's an escalation on that. There's certain platforms that are giving that ability, and they're now having that ability to post their offences on those platforms.
Do you have an update on Matt Utah and how he's going?
The victim, the 44-year-old male, is currently still in a very serious condition in hospital.
Have you been able to speak with him?
Not at this stage due to his injuries and his ongoing treatment.
You've touched on it a bit there, but a seemingly innocent man not connected to criminality can be caught up into something that must be, I suppose, upsetting from the police perspective.
Oh, it certainly is. It's upsetting and it's concerning. Like I said, that people who are ordinarily innocent, were hard-working people are suddenly caught up in this particular spate of violence for no reason.
Those videos purportedly filmed and posted by the Coconut Cartel group said that the house at St Clair and then the house at West Guildford had links to the Utah family. Can you confirm those links, or are they pretty vague links?
I don't know if the videos particularly mention the Coconut Cartel, the ones that were posted just recently. So the links to the Utah family, that were mentioned in the videos. What were you asking again?
The houses that were targeted in both the shooting and the firebombing from overnight,
yeah.
Do they have links to that Utah family?
Well, they had links to a particular family. Obviously, we have concerns for the victim. We have concerns for the victims, and the police don't ordinarily release their names at this stage. But we believe they're all linked to the same family. Yes.
And that being the case, are you concerned going forward how loose some of those links might be, just in terms of them not being able to get to the person they're looking for, that they're just taking a scattergun approach to anyone who might have some type of association?
Well, we're investigating the offences, hoping to identify the particular people that have been involved in it, and certainly put measures in place through our proactive tasking of those police resources that I've mentioned earlier to ensure the safety of not only those people but other members of the community.
Are the people residing at those houses, those two houses from overnight, innocent victims?
I'd say so, yes. I don't think they've got any involvement in organised crime at all other than a familiar link to a particular person.
Are speaking with potential family members, i.e. possible next targets, to get them out of their homes, to get them to safety? Is that part of the process that's unfolding at the moment?
Obviously, as I said, police are proactively targeting to prevent any further offences, whether reprisal offences or further offences against this particular family, and we'll work with them to ensure their safety and the safety of people and associates, whether they're in their particular streets or anybody else.
What's the role going forward for police with this new strike force in terms of trying to pour some cold water on the situation?
Again, as I said, we're actively investigating this offence. Hopefully we can identify offenders in the short term leading to their particular arrests, and we also have suppression strategies in place through our intelligence analysis to trying to prevent, through targeted taskings, any further offences.
Are you able to provide an update at all on the kidnapping of 85-year-old Chris Maxarian?
Unfortunately, I can't. That's obviously a very sensitive investigation, and that's being conducted by the Robbery and Serious Crime Squad.
Is this strike force in any way working with the Robbery and Serious Crime Squad on that?
Like all investigations, we have deconflicted with that strike force. That is a normal part of an investigative process, and no reason to link any of those together. This particular strike force and Raptor, we've deconflicted with multiple squads to ensure that the best use of our resources are focused on these particular offences.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Thanks everyone.